So today I have a special treat for you because I am going to show you what it takes to find a local spring. I am actually vacationing in Wisconsin near the Milwaukee area right now. I am visiting family and such, and my mother has alerted me that there is a spring nearby about 15 minutes from her house. I have thought to check this before in this area. In fact, I probably would have gotten to it. Rather, I probably would have found this one anyway, because once my water ran out, since I drove, I took my own water, I was going to look for a local spring, but we're going to do that today. And I found it. I did get confirmation that it is open. It's in Big Bend, Wisconsin, which is about maybe 30 miles, I would say, from the city of Milwaukee. And definitely don't have as many containers as I usually have for my big runs, but I just brought two big, I think they're 3 or 4 gallons with me on my road trip, glass gallons, glass jugs, and this is what I'm going to be filling. So I just have these two, and so I will get back to you in a second when we get there. Okay, so we found it. This is the cutest thing ever. It was very easy to miss. We drove by a few times. The directions that were on findaspring.com were actually pretty accurate. I wasn't reading the directions. So we passed it a couple times. But it's right off the main road on Highway L, which is Milwaukee Avenue at this end of town. And you literally park right on the side of the road of this kind of busy 2-lane highway. And it looks like there's there's 2 spigots there. And there's a little pond. This is apparently somebody's property, from what Find a Spring said. And apparently there is a park nearby that's got hot springs. I was supposed to bring my swimsuit to be ready for that, and I forgot. But we are going to try to find that. It's Hygeia Park. And so I'm going to see if I can get in there in just a sec and fill up my water bottles. Here, no, just here. Here, it's on. Okay. Okay, so there's 2 spigots here, and I'm told that the owner lives in the house behind us, and he's actually made this little area so that people can come by and get water for free. He has some firewood there too, that it's paid by the honor system. And also there's a little box there you can pay for some water. So the water pressure is not that great, but it's oh, actually there's 3 spigots. Oh, I didn't see that. There's 2 over there and 1 over here. So that's probably why the water pressure is not that great, but it's actually not too bad. So it looks like there's people coming in now, and it's probably a pretty busy area. So he's got these nice stones underneath, at least this one. So that's pretty easy to fill.
You have some more good?
I haven't even tasted it yet. I'm actually going to do that.
You
can have that. You can have this one.
It's got a higher sulfur content. I can taste it, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I can definitely taste the sulfur in it. So there's a park nearby that's supposed to have hot springs. We're gonna check that out too. I think it's called Hygeia Park. You gotta be careful if you're filling up glass like this, because it can be slippery. Taking a little walk on the property. Water seems really clean. There's this runoff area. Let's see what the sign says. Oh, it doesn't say anything. Probably did at one point. I'm sure. Yes, he lives in that tiny little house over there. He's got this great little pond. That says private property, so I don't want to go over there. And it's just a cute little area, you know. We got people coming through here, getting spring water, you know. This is a suburban area. Even if you lived in Milwaukee, you would have to drive about a half an hour to get here. That's way less time than I drive to get mine up in Phoenix. I drive almost 2 hours, and it has to be a whole day trip, which I don't mind because Sedona water is fantastic. This one's been tested. I'm going to go on the website that a gentleman here told me about to see what the levels are, see if I'm right about the sulfur. And yeah, so this is fantastic. So anybody that thinks that they can't get spring water for some reason or another, there's just no real reason why you can't. Here it's free. All you need is containers. You can find a spring in almost any city that you live in. Please go to findaspring.com and try to find a spring near you, because it's some of the best water that you're going to get, and you might see a difference in your health. One thing I wanted to mention was the temperature of the water. It's extremely cold. I was just told by somebody that's here right now that it's about 50-55 degrees. The colder the water, generally the better the spring water. Right now I'm just kind of wading in this, and my feet and my ankles are freezing cold. It's quite refreshing right now, but it is very, very cold, and water looks absolutely crystal clear. So here's a little sign that is by the 2 taps. So here's a picture of the 2 taps on this side and the 1 tap over here, and your firewood in case you should want any. Here's another example of local wild food. You can't tell from this view, but from this view you can tell that I am basically in the middle of a suburban area. Houses on one side, and we have this pond on the other side. And I was walking one morning, this direction here, and I noticed, because I'm always on the lookout, I guess even just instinctively, subconsciously, I saw dark things on these branches, and it turned out to be blackberries, wild blackberries. And you can see them right there. They are like little pieces of candy. It's not focusing. It's been about 5 days, and it looks like there's not a whole lot more I'm going to be able to get today. I kind of thought I should give it a week, and I think I was right. So I'm just going to pick a few today. I don't think this is anyone's property. This tree is actually really close to the water. Somebody's mowing this though, but nobody's picking them. When I first came here, there was so many blackberries, and they were all over the ground, like nobody's picking them. And there's such an open area here. I don't know who owns it. Maybe someone doesn't even live here. So I'm pretty confident in that it's okay to pick them. I'm pretty brave that way, but you know, it probably wouldn't hurt for me to go to this nearest house and ask, but I don't think anybody's home. So yeah, so you can find local wild food in your area no matter where you live. You just have to be a little bit educated and a lot willing to do some of the investigative work and of course the foraging. But I love foraging. It's so calming. Can't hear anything right now. It's just you hear the breeze and the birds. It's so peaceful. It's such a great experience. Unless you've tried it, and unless you can handle the quiet, which I love. So I'm gonna pick some blackberries, and I'm gonna have a great breakfast in the morning. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.